Hello my viewers, over there you're most welcome to my channel. On one of my last videos sometimes back, I asked, who have you turned into a beast? You as a parent, you as a friend, you as a neighbor, you as a person who assisted or who was helped. Today I was hearing conversation between the siblings and sisters-in-laws. That was Ayamaru, Dimwango, Castor, and Rocio, and they were talking. And what came out clearly was that they have become even afraid to assist people. Why? Because most people they have assisted, they brought them trouble. They even went ahead and recruited people against them. They're the ones that are speaking very ill against their family, against them also. And I heard this say that it has been very hard for her. Same to Marwa. They've all got an equal share of betrayal. And sometimes when as people, there are some traumas we cause people without, maybe with no knowledge or without our knowledge. For example, if you're a parent or if you're an elder sibling and you are too strict, or even a teacher, like some of our teachers, they were terror. They were terrifying. You will have been beaten until even sitting was a problem. You see, me, I really feared canes. When I was growing up, I really feared canes. And most of the time, I used to really shout when I'm being beaten. I was in primarily public school whereby even if you got 100% and the person the least marks came from your class, all of you will be beaten. Why did that person fail? So there's no way you will do exam and you pass the exam and you go cane free. Those people I work with in primary school, they know that some people even used to break hands, legs with the struggle, during that struggle of being beaten. You see? And not all children are the same. And some of these things they cause people trauma. That's why you find that there's some people who are full of anxiety. There's some people who are always in panic mode. There's some people who always think they're on the wrong, because that's how they've been conditioned. I also went to a high school whereby prefects were given power to punish students. And so I remember this day when we were in Form 2, Form 1, Form 2. There's this assistant head girl who came to class and she just made all of us, she cracked a joke and we laughed and we are all punished. Now, we don't know whether you're supposed to laugh when someone is joking, is creating a joke, or you're supposed to keep quiet. You'll find that there are also some families whereby children are conditioned to believe that they are very much inferior. You find that visitors or their cousins who come from Nairobi to the village are adored, are worshipped. They use the best of best utensils. They eat the best. The children of the home are taken to be inferior. They're the ones who are serving these ones. The only thing you're trying to teach your child or your little sister is that they're nothing. They're inferior. So when they grow up like that, they grow with a very low self-esteem. And when it comes to D, when she was talking about betrayal, I have also had this my own share of betrayal, whereby you assist someone. You're this person who, when someone is in shit, when someone is in trouble, or they have a problem, and they come to you for assistance, and you're in a position to help, you don't even think twice. You just assist. But then, when now you are misused once, twice, second, and then several you are being misused, they create in you this person who is not even, who don't have empathy. You can be somewhere and someone is having just a little problem, maybe a little financial problem, or just a little problem, or let me just say like a little direction giving problem, but to just decide to blind your eyes on that. Because how many people have we assisted out here and they stole from us? You are giving someone direction and they end up stealing from you. So someone comes to stay in your house, they go speaking ill against you. Someone comes to you, lend them money. When it is time for them to return, you make enemies. I'm not saying that. I know sometimes it can be very hard, but it's always just good to 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 just maintain good relationship, even if you don't have. Just look for a way to talk about it instead of going and creating your own things and speaking against these people. Yet, when you are in shit, they assisted you. Now, there are those ones who like shouting, teachers who like shouting to students, parents like shouting against their children, and they feel like that's the best way to display someone. Shouting, shouting. The only thing you're doing, you are messing up this kid. At this particular time, you think that's the best parenting style, you think that's the best teaching style, but at the end of the day, you are messing up the kid. They'll grow with a lot of anxiety, they'll grow with a lot of fear and very low self-esteem. I've seen these things in various places. I've seen them in churches. I've seen them in places of work, whereby even someone can ask for opinions and no one will give their opinion. Because if you're this person who came from a free family, a family whereby a democratic family whereby your opinions were valid, and now you go in this church whereby when they're asking for a question for an opinion, they're not really asking for an they're not really asking for an opinion. They're just asking for the sake of asking. Because when you answer, I've seen even some people, they say that when that director was asking, when this and this director of a certain church or a certain place of work, when they ask a question, don't dare answer, because when you answer, you're going to be victimized. If you're a pastor and you're in that affiliation, you are going to be victimized. If you're an employer in that affiliation, you're going to be victimized. So people just, they turn people into other things. Someone who was public, they just go back to their cocoon, and they refuse to just observe us. They just come, do what they need to do. They come to church, they worship, they go. They come to work, they do their work, they go. Any other business, they zip their mouth. Why? Because now they have been conditioned to just keep to themselves. So this is what is affecting very many people outside here. Very many people out here are suffering with a lot of traumas. Others, it is early childhood traumas. Others, it's environmental. Someone just grew well, good upbringing, but now when they came to your neighborhood, they just started to change. They found unfriendly neighbors. When they went to work, unfriendly workmates. When they went to church, terrible. So people decided to just keep to themselves. Now you wonder, this person used to be very bubbly, but right now they are quiet. They don't want to associate themselves with people. They're paranoia. They're suspecting people. When you come closer to them, they're suspecting that you also want to take something from them and just behave the way the other person behaved. So let's just sail up and take care of God's creation.